Alright guys, I've realized I have been on this road when I organized a group ride. The thing is, we did a totally different ride and brought this route home, and we came the other way. And we did a much different route than I'm doing right now. Did end up stopping to chat with some people who came in, a husband and wife came in from Alexandria, and then some folks from Australia were here with a family. Stopped, they were interested in my drone and were asking questions about that. So when we came on this trip the other time, I think I was on my Springfield, and I did not do very well with this sort of turn right here, and I'm not doing very well now. Good Lord, that was terrible. Glad no one was behind me. Wish I could show you some 360 footage, but let's see if I can do a little better this time around. No, I'm not very good at these things. Ugh. That just sucks. Let's see, I'm gonna wait and apply some speed here. Now I'm not doing very well. I am no good at these things. This is one of the weakest parts of my riding. There's turns like that, and I just don't get enough practice. These were the turns where the folks were telling me I needed to practice trail braking. The guys that I was with that day, they did phenomenal, and I was doing terrible, and I'm not doing much better now, and I'm on a bigger bike. Glad there's no one behind me right now, but I think somebody's going to end up catching up with me. Let's see, so I'm going to take it down to second. Man, I am not doing good at all. Guys, I totally get, if I post this video, you can pick my riding apart. But keep in mind, it's like some of the commenters are like they came out of the womb knowing how to ride, when everyone's been a beginner. And when it comes to this topic, I am not in situations very often with curves like these. And I'm just not good at them at all. In fact, it takes the fun away. I'm so bad at them. Like, I'm struggling to remember whether to hit the front brake or the rear brake going into, like, coming down. I think it's front brake. Honestly, I forgot that this was the route I had been on, and I thought it was going to be more of a two-lane. I did a route preview, street view in Google Maps, and this is not what I thought it was. Now, going uphill, I just lay off throttle, but coming down, I think I should have been hitting the front brake instead of I was doing the rear. This is what I thought it was going to be like, this part here. All good, I just got to keep getting better. The road trip we did before, we never dipped into West Virginia. We did something totally different. And I maybe started too late today to do what I'm doing, because I will be getting home. And not so worried as much about the night, though I don't really enjoy it. It's the falling temperatures right now. And by the time I get heading home, at least it's roads I know. I wouldn't want to be out here at night on roads I don't really know. I guess I'm not ready for the tail of the dragon when I can't do better than that. guess I'll have to do like some parking lot drills, because there's just not many roads at home that would duplicate what I just went through. Mad at myself over that. Just terrible technique. And honestly, this trip I kind of just threw together and this morning. And I probably should have practiced and prepared for this better. So I'm thinking, like, don't really need trail braking right here, but you would hit the front brake until you come off. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I was using the rear brake. I've seen such conflicting info. Like, I'm not trying to be on a raceway, a track, people say. I have no desire to go like that. I just don't want to feel like I'm a novice. And that's how I feel right now. Cow Pasture River. Not sure where the river was. All right. Drop it down into third. By the way, I speak that out to force myself to think about what I'm doing. I saw some clown grab the clip of mine when I was doing that heading to Skyline Drive. And this clown, I hope you're out there, I found like somehow he grabbed part of my clip and posted it on his own page and said, "This is why I would never ride with idiots like this." That's the type that thinks they came out of the womb knowing how to do everything. And I do it. It's an actual technique of teaching and learning, is saying what you're doing, to be very purposeful about it so that you're not zoning out. I don't do it all the time, but it's like it drives in it like a checklist in your mind of what you're doing. Let's see. The rescue squad, maybe they knew I was coming. Like these curves like this, I do not do well with. I'm going to drop down into second and then look up ahead. Hell, that did better than I usually do, and I think that's because of the head movement. All right, I'm going to slow down here, look right, all the way through the turn. I think the head is a big part of my problem. I don't think I turned the head enough. All right, and I think I turned too early. All right, I think I'm turning into some of the turns too early. Downshift to third and look through this turn. Now see, I'm on the rear brake. I was on the rear brake going into that rather than the front brake, and then I tried to switch. Definitely got to think that through. I bought that motorcycling book that a lot of people recommend. I need to try to read it through every year, and it has topics on this, chapters just on this topic. Because normally my day-to-day riding is just nothing like this. All right, look through the turn. All right. I probably won't be making too many stops other than for gas and pit stops, because I'm already getting home after sunset. Beautiful road out here. I wish I had done this more often. Notwithstanding my pathetic performance back there. I didn't turn on the announcements on Rever. I should have done that. I'm not sure if there's an easy way to do this from the screen here. I know there is on Apple Maps. I'm not going to mess with it while I'm on this road. Highland, that's where I was trying to get it to plug in there. Now this is where we came from, that direction. When I did the group ride last time, some of us turned left. I think I was holding them up too much. Some of us turned left and some went right. And my navigation system was screwing up back on that ride. So this part I don't think I've ever been on. I don't think. All right, we got to do it, right? Those sheep or goats? I don't know. What's the goat say? Meh, meh. Is that the goat? Not too good at impressions. I like the old Far Side cartoon when the people are driving by the cows going moo, and they show the cows going yak, 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 back to the humans. All right, we're 8 more miles on this road till we get to something called East Main Street. Cool little places out here. Man, this is a beautiful road. They should really move that sign so the deer don't jump here. Not much cell service out here, I can tell you that. When we stopped, and I don't think it's come back. See, curves like this are where I'm weak. Let's see. Get my head around more. I'll hit the front brake and then look. Go. Maybe should have been in third. Maybe you should be in third right now. But I'm in fourth. Let's see, my downshift there. No, Monterey, where we're going. See, this right here is what I'm talking about. I am just terrible at this. Monterey has some in West Virginia had some Civil War battles, or one, at least one. I remember reading about. I don't know much about it. Boy, I need to get a lot better at those turns. The problem I've had with holding the front brake is like I unintentionally pop the throttle sometimes doing that. And coming off of it, I've just like felt uncomfortable. So like right here, I'm gonna hit the front brake, I'm gonna downshift to third, and I'm gonna hold the front brake a little bit, turn the head. Like I said, I don't talk like this all the time. Some of it's so I can learn from what I was doing when I go back and watch the footage. I'm going to downshift to second, get my head through the turn, and that was a little better. Now the head is such a big part of it. I think I've been doing my eyes only sometimes, and not the head. Hit the brake, and then kind of let off of it, turn the head, front brake, look, turn. What a view. I don't know know if that's Monterey or not. Certainly looks like we were heading for Main Street. Be a cool place to fly the drone. I really wish I had allowed more time for this trip. Yes, sir. Beautiful out here. Monterey. Well, this is Virginia. I think I've been saying West Virginia. Is that looks like a police officer car. Let's see. Which way are we going here? It's telling me to turn left. Franklin, though, was where I was going, to the right. I think I'm going to pull in and get some gas here, actually, guys. All right, we're going on this road. We got more gas. We're good to go. Making sure I'm recording. I'm recording. 35 through here. Gotta be careful not to go crazy. 55. Yes, sir. All right. Wish that 360 camera I could have mounted. Some great views here. You know, looks good. Heading to Snowy Mountain Road. I sure hope that name is not accurate today. Pretty sure I've never been on this road. The route that we took before intersected, and we went the other way on the part that I just rode. Look at that church over there. Another cool drone shot, but I just don't have time to keep stopping. That would be like one awesome drone shot to pull back and have the cows in the photo, the video. This is probably more the part that I previewed with Google Street View. I tell you, we just take that technology for granted, but being able to do a preview and look at street level at a road you're going to be taking somewhere else in the country, we just take it for granted. But I remember even when I worked in a hotel in college, the people would come to us, because you used to have to go to AAA to get directions printed out to go somewhere, and you'd have a map. But at the hotel, MapQuest had, like, I don't know, just come out, and they would come to my desk and we would like type it up, and I think they might have had, I'm not even sure if we had satellite view yet, but I would print those out for the guests because people didn't have it on their phone yet. I don't even think there were no iPhones back then. No iPhones. If we had iPhones, I would have more I would have photos of some of my time. Oh, nice wave, but I appreciate that. You're too cool. I get it. I would have photos of the celebrities I took care of when I was there. I'm really liking this ride. This part of it in particular. Beautiful road. The fall colors are awesome. October is fantastic. This says I still got 2 hours to go before I get to Harrisonburg. With a 5:34 arrival, that would definitely be putting me back in home base after sunset. Yeah. Maybe there'd still be light, barely. Sometimes I feel like I need to make these overnight trips because I don't stop much. I don't stop to enjoy the sights and eat. don't bring like a cover. Some people say they cover their bike to help with theft. I don't know why covering it does that, but I guess people feel it helps, or studies have shown. I don't know, I haven't read it. I think putting ourselves in the minds of criminals is difficult when you don't think that way. And if I'm a criminal and I see a bike covered up, I'm thinking, that's a pretty good bike. If they cared enough to cover it up, I'm going to look under it. I've never understood why the cover alone. And then they say don't buy like a BMW cover if you own a BMW, or not. Buy like some cheap bike cover. Let's see. Bluegrass. Wonder what the bluegrass is. It's funny, I wonder if people out here travel a couple hours to ride out where I ride, and like, it's a beautiful ride, you got to go out there, because this is awesome. Some of it's similar, not these hills, but similar to roads around where I live. Are we in West Virginia? There was, yeah, West Virginia. Whoop, whoop. Probably should have stopped and taken a picture there. Look at that house up there. Gracious. Look at that. Holy cow. That's some faith in that location. Wow. Oh, I was supposed to turn there. Oh, crap. I have got to turn on these notifications. And now I don't know where I'm going to be able to turn around. And this thing does not reroute. What is this? Let's see if I can do it here, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, this is not great. Not great. My feet are slipping already. Unmute. Oh, crap. It just ended the ride. Well, it says resume. I guess I'm going to get back on and hope it resumes. It's not giving me any directions on there. Why isn't it resuming? I'm just going to get on the road and get out of this spot and hope it continues. It's not doing a damn thing, is it? Nope. Damn it. This damn Rever app, man. The phone said resume the ride, but it's not resuming. I got no turns. And I wanted it to keep recording the ride, but right now it's not. Look at these deer here. Alright, Snowy Mountain Road. Darn it. You would just have to, of all the places to be, that car has to be here right at the same time as me. Ugh. I'm gonna need to pull over somehow and fix this map. There's no other roads to turn off of, so that's good for now, but this worthless app is not helping me here. What is this? Somebody's house. That's for sale. I just don't like pulling into gravel. The Rever app is not my favorite right now. But granted, I missed the turn, but the phone app had a red thing with instructions and it said resume your ride. I clicked resume and nothing's happening here. And of course some car, of all the places to be, is going to be coming up behind me. Guess I'll just enjoy this part of the ride. This car looks like it's going to be in a race, wanting to come up and catch up with me. I have nowhere to pull over. It's almost like, you know, they want to catch up so they can ride your rear end. There's been no turns off this road, so I'm at least comfortable with that part. Don't know what sort of reception I would get pulling into somebody's driveway out here. All the places this car can be, and right now he's got to be right behind me. I'm just going to pull over somewhere on the road and let him pass. Not a great area to stop. Cool road. Just wish I could stop and get this map resumed to make sure where I'm going. This is a super cool road. It just takes away from my enjoyment when there's a guy who wants to get right up on my rear end in an area I don't know and where I want to look around and where I actually need to stop. Why isn't that matching that? There we go. Alright guys, this is a beautiful area, and I feel much better now that I got this guy off my rear end. I always get worried my bike's not going to start up though. Yes, I'm a worrier. Alright, I also unmuted the instructions.
Drive northwest on Snowy Mountain Road, County Route 17 for 2 miles.
Now, I guess that'll get my attention, but it'll get the attention of everyone around me as well. Man, so many good pictures I would love to get. This is just awesome out here. But really have time to stop. Now, why is this saying arrival 6:42? Oh man, where does it have me going? Now, why did it add? Maybe that's to get me home. I'll have to go back and look when I have another chance to stop. Woo, look at that. Cool views, man. I'm hoping this ride, there's not much internet out here, and I'm hoping it picked up on the correct ride. It's got me going some longer, but I think that's maybe, I thought I had deleted going home from the ride I had saved. Just a little nervous and wish I could regroup on these turns, because this doesn't, what am I turning right to? It's just like nothing after it. I hope it's not like starting over. This is disappointing.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
It doesn't go anywhere after that. Something's not right here. It's got me doing a U-turn. Man. Oh.
Turn right.
Not a fan of Rever right now. Let's see if I can stop. Do this again. Why isn't this matching? Not really loving the Rever app, I gotta tell you. Alright, this looks a little better. Don't like leaving my bike just sitting with the power on. When I have to throw the phone in the saddlebag in the back of the trunk to charge it soon. See, it's not giving me the directions. Why isn't it showing the directions? Man, this app is really irking me, man. Show me the directions. Crap. It's not showing any directions. It's making a bunch of beeping noises. Man, this app is so frustrating. Is this a church parking lot? And this app. Alright guys, I'm sorry for my frustration. I am trying to enjoy the ride. And I don't know what it's talking about. A 3:52 p.m. arrival. When it's 3:55 right now. I just hope I'm going the right way to get out of here. I might have to switch over to... The phone is showing me directions. This thing now is not. I don't know why it's beeping. I have no idea what the beeping noises are for. It hasn't done that the whole trip until I put on there announce turns, and now it's not showing any directions or miles like it was doing before. losing my confidence here. I need to stop again, probably to regroup again.
Then continue onto Snowy Mountain Road. Head southeast on Snowy Mountain Road, CR 17. Then continue onto Snowy Mountain Road.
I guess I'm supposed to go this way. God, this app, man. It's like it keeps reorienting. It can't find itself. Now it says a 9:59 p.m. arrival. Where in the world am I going? I guess I don't know what it's got me doing for the next 6 hours. I don't know if it's doing the whole ride over again. Let's see if I can pull in here real quick. Guys, I'm going to turn this off for a second, see if I can regroup here.